All right. Okay, I'm back. You know what? I'm just gonna start it from the beginning. Make some noise, everybody. Once again, make some noise. I didn't do it right that time. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Can y'all hear me now? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank y'all for telling me you can't hear me. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for telling me you can't hear me. Thank you to Miss Blue for having me on. So y'all make some noise. We just started it over from the beginning, and I'm gonna tell y'all the story all over again. Make some noise for Miss Blue. Yeah. That's all right. We just redo it. All right. That's Miss Blue, ladies and gentlemen. Now check it out. My name is Blue Dog. Y'all, we had to start the show because they had some technical difficulties earlier. So we just started over. If you just not, let's let it play and it's gonna come on back to me talking, y'all. But anyway, let me tell you, child, my name is Blue Dog. My name is Blue Dog. That's what they call me. Blue Dog. And I came on here because thank you, Miss Blue, for having me. And I want to tell my story. I was a songwriter back in the 60s and 70s. I was a hell of a songwriter. Yeah, I wrote for a lot of people just in case y'all didn't know. Blue Dog been around a long time. Blue Dog been around a long time. Y'all just ain't heard of me. Yeah. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. They call me Blue Dog. And y'all didn't know me and Rita, Queen of Soul, rest her soul in peace. We had some, y'all didn't know Blue Dog wrote a lot of songs. Yeah, me and Rita worked together. We were cool, gal. One of the songs we worked together was, I said, Rita, I got this song in my head because this dude keep on disrespecting me. You know? And Rita said, what's the name? Let me hear what you got. And I said, she said, and I told her, well, maybe it should go like this. Respect. Find out what it means to me. Respect. I said, yeah, I like that, Rachel. I like that, but I think I think you should go with my version. And my version was Money. If he don't have me and these kids money, he gonna die. I'll be money when he get home. You know, yeah, yeah. That was the way that song was supposed to end. But they wanted to do it like Aretha did it, and it did it like Aretha did it. But that's all right, baby doll kept writing. They didn't have to go with the way I did. I came on back, got off to Aretha and everything, and come on down to the late 70s. And I just cause I don't work with a lot of big people. I ain't no Rudy Poo in this game. Yeah, Blue Dog been around a long time, you know. And then I went on. I was going through a little something with old man and everything. I called my girl up Shaka. I called Shaka Khan. Y'all know I knew. Yeah, me and Shaka worked together. Yeah, we worked together. Baby, I done worked with a lot of people. Y'all ain't never heard of me. I've been around. Yeah, I wrote that song. She come up with she told me about, she would can't nobody. What is it? Love me better. Make me feel good. Make me feel this way. I said, Shaka, I like it, but you probably do better to go with the version I wrote. You know, ain't nobody gonna give you nothing unless you're giving up something. Yeah, that's that's what I wrote. But they didn't want to, the record company wanted to do it the way they wanted to do it, and they did it Shaka's way. That's okay, though. Baby Dog, Blue Dog just kept writing. I just kept performing in a lot of these little juke jumps, and doing my thing. People were still loving me. I ain't no shame in my game. Yeah, Blue Dog been around a long time. That's right. And then I went on to the casinos one day, and me and a friend of mine, we got down to the casinos, and Michael Bolton and them were down there, and yeah, the casinos in Tunica. Yeah, we got down to the casinos in Tunica. Yeah, girl. Mr. Bolton and them, then there was a lady with them. They wanted to sing a song about Memphis, and y'all know I'm all about Memphis. What you say? I say, hey, I've been here a long time since the 60s and 70s. I've ran into a lot of these cats, coming in and out. Yeah, baby doll, been here. You know, That's right. So check this out. I said, what kind of song you looking for? And she said, I'm need a, something to put Memphis. I said, yeah, I got one for you. And I told her, she said, well, they practiced on a little bit. And Miss Bolton said, he put on his blue suede shoes and he boarded the plane, touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of the pouring rain. I said, yeah, that sound all right, but Miss, you need to do it my way, the way I wrote it. And the way I wrote, y'all want to know about the way I wrote it? See, the way I wrote baby, blue baby day, I wrote it like this, you know. Put on my blue suede shoes. And that ain't the way it went. No, that's his way. My way was, I put on my blue wig and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the pimpin' blues with my steel and iron rabbit cane. Pimpin' in Memphis, Yeah. That's that's the way I did it. But the record company wanted to go with the way they did, and honey, I just went on did it with the way they did it. But look, Blue Dog, I've been here and I'm still doing my thing, and I thank you, Miss Blue, for having me. Let me tell my story, and I want to come back and tell y'all who else that. Yeah, Blue Dog done wrote some songs for y'all. Don't know nothing about Blue Dogs. Y'all gonna learn today. Thank you, Miss Blue, for having me. Y'all stay tuned now. Yeah, stay tuned.
Picnic on the grass on a sunny day. Feed me ice cream, I will feed you some cake. Got crumbs on your mouth, so I try to get some on my lips. With my lips, with my lips, I make me feel so good. With my lips, with my lips, with my lips, I kiss it well. I do with my lips.
Welcome everybody in. Yes, to Little Lady Blue Show. One love, one love. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, all right. We got a great show lined up today, ladies and gentlemen. That was Miss Blue Doll. Y'all make some noise for Miss Blue Doll. Make sure she's gonna come back and let y'all know everybody that she worked with and worked for. Back in the days. Miss Blue Doll, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Yes. I hope y'all enjoy her story. She said she wrote for a lot of them cats, and she gonna let y'all know. Miss Blue Dog gonna let y'all know the way she wrote it. You hear me? Even though they changed it. You know what I'm saying? So, got a great show lined up today. Welcome everybody into the Little Lady Blue podcast show. And I am Little Lady Blue. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, y'all know I always have to give my shots out. But we got a fantastic show once again. And before I give my shots out, I want y'all to do me a favor. I want y'all to subscribe to BS.BS show. Watch, like, share, and enjoy the shows. Hey, you might learn something. You might learn something kicking it with the cool Little Lady Blue. You just might learn something, y'all. Because y'all know we gets down when we get down, when we get down. And also, when you hear this right here, yes, that means it's time for the fact or crap. That's right. That's when I get to ask you a question and you tell me, is it crap or is it fact? You know? Tell me as if I sound like Blue Doll. She done rubbed off on me. You know? So you guys make sure that you get a chance to tune in with that. Let's get it started. Okay. Now, look, you guys. I had a lot of people say before we start when you have to be on YouTube, you guys. You have to go to YouTube, BS.BS show, to be able to leave your comment on the show. I need y'all to go to YouTube and leave your comment as well, comments on the show. Uh, if possible, I need you guys to do that. You know, I also watch on Facebook too. I'm streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, so I need you guys to go. If you want to leave a comment, I do need you guys to go to YouTube to be able to participate in the show. You know, and little lady blue gonna shout you out. So once again, we got a great show. So let me go ahead and give my shots out. Shouts out to Meg Mama, Mr. J, my brother Terrence, my brother Johnny, Sweet Elegance, you guys. Sweet Elegance, Johnny Hardaway. Also, my brother G, and all the Little Lady Blue fans, friends, and family. One love, baby. Y'all know how we do it. We got to do it together. You know. Okay. Y'all, I'm drinking out of my. This is my King of Queens cup right here. Mm-hmm. And it's good too. That's right, King of Queens. Y'all know that's what we are. That's what we are. You know. So let's get this show started, you guys. Today we're gonna be spotlighting Mr. George Crumb. I ain't gonna say spotlighting. Let me not say spotlighting, but we're gonna talk about I changed my format, my platform to be able to tell us about a lot of black inventions, black people that invented a lot of things, so we know exactly where we come from, where we going, y'all. What blood flows through our veins? What type of blood flows through our veins? And it's a lot of stuff that we didn't know. The Lady Blue is informing y'all on, which a lot of this on it's already on where you can find out. It's already available where you can find out. So before I get started, let me read the copyright, you guys. The copyright disclaimer, if y'all don't mind, before I get it started. Um, okay. Section 107, copyright. Because a lot of things you see is made for fair use, you guys. It's already really available. So let me read this section. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So I had to bring that to you guys before I start, because all this information you can go online and find for yourself. I'm just sharing the love. I'm sharing the love. So today I know Mr. George, Mr. George Crumb. You got. I want to start off with him. I want to start off with Mr. George Crumb, guys, and then we're gonna come in with the factor crap. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come in with the factor crap. So if y'all don't know, let me pull it up right now. Mr. George Crumb, you guys. Let me tell y'all exactly who he was. And so you'll know exactly what we should be on today. Because these black African Americans was inventing things, guys. Some of the things we know about, some things we don't know about. Uh let okay, this is Mr. J. Let me let Mr. J. Okay, because he wanted to know when I came on, so he can let all his friends know and everybody know that Little Lady Blue is on. Y'all know I got a cool little podcast show. People love it here in Memphis. Thank y'all for the love and the support that y'all give Little Lady Blue. That's right. So George Crumb. Okay, y'all. I found this today, and I gotta share it with y'all. Oh wow, George Speck. This is Speck. This is not one. I'm looking for George Crumb. I think his Speck was his middle name. He was an American chef. He was known for his role in uh, popularizing potato chips in upstate New York and was mythologized as their creator. Speck was born in Saratoga County, New York. He was a member of the Mohawk people and likely also had African American ancestry too, you guys. But for what I understand, this guy had a lot to do with the potato chips. The potato chips. That's what I'm looking for. Let me see this. They're giving me the right one. Yeah. Uh, Crumb is credited with inventing the potato chips, you guys. Did y'all know that a black man invented the potato chips? Oh, y'all can't. I can't believe this. The chips that we eat today, you guys. You know, George Crumb. Look it up for yourself. The potato chips. This man was known for inventing the potato chips. Something that, oh my God, it's gonna be around when we gone. Potato chips been around a long time, you guys. And I got to tell y'all, George Crumb, a famed chef of Native American and Black history, took up umbrage at the request and I'll show him move. Sliced some potato chips as thin as he could, fried them to crisp, and served them to Vanderbilt. But I want to tell y'all his history. So let's get his history, you guys. Okay, let's get his history. So let me put his picture up. There he is. There he is. All right. George George Speck Crumb was born in Saratoga County, New York. He was a member of the Mohawk people now, and also African American. Uh, it says here, yeah, and likely had African American ancestry. He worked as they got a couple pictures of him on here, and that's what I was trying to figure out. This is one, and I think this is one. Uh, and it says that um, he worked as a hunter, guide, and cook in the mountains, becoming noted for his culinary skills after being hired at Moon's Lake House in near Saratoga Springs. His specialties included wild meat, uh, especially venison and duck. Speck later left Moon and opened his own restaurant, Crumbs, in nearby Malta. I don't know what the hell they said, but you could try to find out. Malta. His establishment was popular and among wealthy tourists, and his reputation spread outside the um, Adirondacks. Speck was known for serving thinly sliced fried potatoes at his restaurant, and which subsequently became known as Saratoga chips. Wow. The first published receipts for potato chips. I'm sorry, the first published recipes. I can't hardly see this shit. The first published recipes for potato chips date from the early 19th century, decades before his career as chef. However, after Speck's death, various newspaper articles and local histories of Saratoga County began to claim him as the inventor of potato chips. This myth featured in national advertising campaigns in 1970s. More detailed versions include uh, claims that he invented potato chips by accident to appease a different customer. So he wasn't even trying to invent the potato chips. He was trying to please a customer and came across the recipe of the potato chips. Y'all make some noise for this man. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. And it says Speck was born July the 15th, 1824 in Saratoga County in upstate New York. Uh, though information about their actual heritage is unclear and they have been assumed to be African American and mixed race, Speck and his sister Catherine Wicks both identified as members of the St. Regis Mohawk tribe. So they was kind of mixed with the Indian tribe and the in African American. This guy right here was, you guys. Uh, it says after his death, uh, a local legend developed critics spec with the invitation of potato chips. Wow. Uh, Now I'm getting this off of Wikipedia, you guys. Uh, so it said, let me read a little bit about that. However, according to Snopes, he never made the claim that he had invented the potato chips, let alone claim the tale of his own. Those emerged only many years after his death. Recipes for frying potato slices were published in several cookbooks in the 19th century. In 1832, a recipe for fried potato shavings were included in the United States derived from earlier English collections. William Kitchener's The Cook's Oral, that was his book, I guess, also included techniques for such a dish. Oh wow. The New York Tribune ran a feature article on crumb, the famous eating house on Saratoga Lake in December 1891, but mentioned nothing about the potato chips. Neither did Crumb's commissioned biography published in 1893, nor did one 1914 obituary in local paper. Another obituary states Crumb is said to have been the actual inventor of Saratoga chips. When Wicks died in 1924, however, the obituary uh, art, authoritatively identified identified her as follows: a sister of George Crumb. Miss Catherine Wicks died at the age of 102 and was the cook at Moon's Lake House. She first the friend invented and friend the famous Saratoga chips. Wow. Wicks recalled the inventions of Saratoga chips as an accident. She had chipped off a piece of the potatoes, which I think she came in after George Crumb. I think she came in after George Crumb. That's what it seemed like it's trying to say. Because according to them, George Crumb he invented the potato chips by accident. He didn't try to. Uh, so let me get to reading this. She had okay, which recalled the inventions of Saratoga chips and as an accident. She had chipped off a piece of the potato chip, which by the merest accident, okay, this was like his sister, fell into the or fat. She fished it out with a fork and set it down upon a plate beside her on the table. Her brother tasted it, declared it good, and said, "We have plenty of these." In 1932, uh, in a 1932 interview with the Saratogan newspaper, her grandson, John Gilbert Freeman, asserted Wick's role as a true inventor of the potato chip. Uh, Hugh Bradley's 1940 history of Saratoga. Oh, these people constantly was kind of like reinventing the potato chip. You know what I'm saying? They was like reinventing it, but according to the original author of the potato chips, you guys, George Crumb, he was the original author of it. And um, it says Crumb placed George Crumb Speck, chef, yes, George Crumb Speck, that was chef and inventor of the potato chips, ran his restaurant in 1882, 1890. Those people were constantly coming behind him, uh, inventing certain different probably kinds of potato chips. You know what I'm saying? George Speck, later known as George Crumb, and long uh, thought to be the inventor of the potato chips, was born on July 1915, 1824 in Saratoga County, New York's parents of Abram Speck, an African American, and Diana Tull, a Native American of the Huron tribe. He had a sister, Catherine. Over there was Catherine Kate Speck. Both George and Kate Speck identified as member of the St. Regis Band of the Huron. George Speck spent his youth as a guide in New York. Uh, Adair, Adirondack Mountains from 1834 to 1850. He was an animal trapper specializing in wild ducks and deer. Okay. In 1853, 29-year-old Speck was hired by Moon's Lake House. We talked about that. And one regular. Okay, let me see. I want to get to the good part. Okay, the popular narrative is that George Crumb invented the potato chip, a myth eventually debunked by his sister Kate Speck, who claimed she was the inventor. That's what. Okay, that's what was throwing me off. They were claiming that they was inventors of the potato chips when they wasn't really. When this man right here, George Crumb, was the inventor. They was just kind of trying to, I think, get his invention and change it and take credit for it. That's what it looked like, y'all. It says Speck, who claimed that she invented Kate Speck, who claimed she invented the potato chip, uh, soon be known as the famous Saratoga chips. So, wow, his sister Speck, who claimed she invented what soon would soon be known as the famous Saratoga chips. Yeah, she said she sliced off a silver sliver of potato and it fell into a hot frying pan by accident. George Crumb tasted the sliced potato chip and gave his enthusiastic approval of the chip. Even her claim is undermined by the existence of cookbooks in the United States. Wow, they were kind of trying to roll with this, y'all. United States and Great Britain that describe earlier versions of the chips that were called fried potato shavings. There's no doubt, however, that Crumb's promotion of the chip helped popularize it. See, because that's what was throwing me off. It was saying that other people was kind of coming in, you know, kind of trying to look like inventing this, y'all. Wealthy visitors to Moon Restaurant soon spread the word about Saratoga chips. That's the name of the chips they invented, Saratoga. Often traveling from Boston and New York specifically for the delicacy. After an unsuccessful attempt to take credit for inventing the Saratoga chip, Carrie Moon, the owner of the Moon Lake House, okay, that's where he was working, began selling them in boxes. The first attempt to merchandise the product beyond his restaurant. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people in this y'all was trying to take credit for inventing the potato chip, but this man right here, George Crumb, was the original inventor of that potato chip, Saratoga chip, you guys. And in 1860, George Crumb opened up his own restaurant in Malta, New York. Malta is spelled Malta, New York, where he provided every table with a basket of chips. Crumb chips remained a delicacy for the elite until the 1920s, when entrepreneur Herman Lay brought the chips to the South to introduce them to a wider audience. Lay's mass production and worldwide distribution of potato chips soon overshadowed Crumb's legacy. Nonetheless, Crumb's place was open until 1890 when he retired from the restaurant business. Y'all make some noise for George Crumb. Yes. All right. All right. Did y'all get that? That's what I'm saying. When you get your stuff did, you have to have it patterned. Uh, oh, okay. Let me say this. Let me say this. Thank you for bringing this in. Happy June 10th. Well, okay, I'm gonna say let me get you saying this about George Crumb, you guys. Thank you. George Crumb, you guys, once again, he is the original inventor of the potato chip. And there was a lot of people once again trying to take credit for it. And man, they was just kind of trying to run. That's what was throwing me about the story. It just wasn't kind of adding up. They was trying to run every which way with that. But pull up George Crumb, you guys, and share that story with your children about the potato chip. He wasn't trying to do it. Him and sister and them, they just came across that junk, and there was Saratoga's potato chip. So Lil A Blue want to share that with y'all. All right, and they brought this in to let me say Happy Juneteenth. The first Juneteenth. Yes, Juneteenth. Y'all know what Juneteenth is, right? If y'all don't know, I'm gonna read y'all a little bit about Juneteenth because y'all know. Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna read y'all a little bit about Juneteenth. Uh, Juneteenth. Wow, let me get it for you. I'm trying to see what is this. Okay, let's go to that. Uh, yeah, Juneteenth. Juneteenth. Y'all know this is almost the firework time. Uh, so let me read y'all a little about Juneteenth. Our Juneteenth, as they say. The first Juneteenth was June 19, 1865. It was the black workers, uh, workers in Texas found out that they were fired. Free. I'm sorry, free. Okay, I can have it. Yeah, that they were free. So let's read a little bit about Juneteenth, you guys. Let's get it pulled up and let's read it a little bit about it. 'Cause we want everybody to be safe and have a great. Yes. So the difference is about Juneteenth. I'm tenth. I'm tenth. I'm glad they brought that to me. Uh, all right. Juneteenth is a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the emancipation of enslaved Americans. Juneteenth marks the anniversary of the announcement of the General Order Number 3 by the Union Army General Gordon Granger on June 19th, 1865, proclaiming freedom for enslaved people in Texas. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it back where you can make it first. Okay, there it is for Juneteenth. That really was the day that we should be celebrating. Some people say the 4th of July, but hey, y'all, that's really controversial right there. And we got to, as African Americans, we do have to embrace Juneteenth, you guys, because that really means a lot to us. That was telling us that in Texas, that was the day that these people got their freedom. So that's really our freedom day. I'm just gonna say it, okay? Yes, that's really our freedom day. So, L's up on that. Thank you for bringing that in to remind the people of that. And y'all know, yeah. If you had these class clowns right here, you couldn't really learn because you had those class clowns. So, uh, on that note, let's get back into the show. Uh, let's get back into the show, ladies and gentlemen. That was good to know right there. That's a show within itself, right there. One day we're gonna have to do about Juneteenth versus the 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's get into this now. Oh, you know what time that is? That means it's time for the fact or crap game, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here it is, y'all. Fact or crap. Please type it in the chat right now. If you think you know the answer and you're on YouTube, type this answer into the chat and we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Fact or crap question number one. Y'all ain't going to get it. I don't even need to ask y'all this right here because y'all ain't going to get it. Okay. Saddam Hussein. Uh-oh. Saddam Hussein studied veterinary science in Egypt. Saddam Hussein studied veterinary science in Egypt. Saddam Hussein studied veterinary science in Egypt. Is that fact or is that crap? I got to give y'all a couple seconds to think about it. All right, y'all ready? Saddam Hussein studied veterinary science in Egypt. Ladies and gentlemen, that is crap. But he did go to law school there. So Saddam Hussein did go to law school in Egypt, but he didn't study veterinary science, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for the facts of crap game. All right. All right, ladies and now this is right here. Let's put it in there. This is what I'm getting ready to show y'all. The what if. This is the what if right here, y'all. This is the what if. Okay? This is the what if. Uh that is what this is called. This is called the what if. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, what if you came home and you saw a mouse in your living room and he was doing this right here? What if you came home and you saw that, y'all? What if you came home and you saw that going on in your living room? Lord have mercy, what would you do? Somebody type it in the chat and I gotta shout you out because I know that's gonna be a funny answer. What would you do? Or what if you came home and you saw this and going on in your living room? What would you do if you saw this in your living room when you came home? I mean, what do you do, ladies and gentlemen? Because you never know what you're gonna see in this world today. You just never know. Or what if you came home and you saw a raccoon in your living room and he was throwing up the deuces sign like this? What would you do if he was standing in your living room like that? Like, I rock. You know, what would you do if you came home and you saw these critters in your living room just partying like that? Or even telling you, hey, you went to work and you didn't sweep up your trash before you left. What would you do? You know what I'm saying? If you went to work and you didn't sweep your trash up, the raccoon had to come behind you and sweep your trash up. And your house is just, he couldn't take it. It just needed to be clean. And he got tired of the dog and said the dog was messing up. And then he turned around and put the dog in the figure four and hugged him and said, you know I ain't got no love for you. What if you seen this in your living room? What would you do? You guys make some noise for the what if. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna keep the show rolling. I hope y'all enjoyed that. We're gonna take a little break. We're coming right back. So stay tuned. Get your sippy cup now. It's about to go down. Okay, welcome everybody back in. Welcome everybody back in. Did you get your little sippy cup? Uh-huh. This is my king of queens. That's right, y'all. So, um, that was the what if game. I hope everybody enjoyed that. How I do it when I do it like I do it, and we're gonna keep this thing rolling right on now, y'all. Ready for the next uh the next person we're gonna talk about and this is going to be it's y'all make sure y'all go and look up Mr. George Crumb and check him out, y'all. Uh Marjorie Marjorie Joyner. Marjorie Joyner, y'all. If y'all don't know who this is, I'm about to tell y'all who this was. So, in memory still is, because a lot of these people I tell you about, they live on through us and the generations to come. I heard someone say, uh, in the nation, we have to be the link to the chain. I really enjoyed that speech. I think it was Louis Farrakhan's son. He was doing a speech one time, and I enjoyed that one. It was like we would have to be the link in the chain. So y'all, a lot of these inventors, they link to us, y'all. So that greatness is still in us today as inventors, invention and creation and producing. We're still there today, and this is the time we need to seize that, y'all. So tell these stories to your children, man. As you find out who a lot of these inventors are, find out who they are, and let's share. Let's share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Is knowing, because knowing is half the battle. Um, Marjorie Joyner. Marjorie Joyner. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly who this is, y'all. Marjorie Joyner. Let's run that name across there. There we go. Marjorie Joyner. Get that picture up there. There she is. Marjorie, Miss Joyner, make some noise for her, y'all. All right, and if y'all see us, let me tell you who this is right here, y'all. Marjorie Joyner. October the 21st, 1896. December the 27th, 1994. Was an American businesswoman, hair care entrepreneur, educator, and activist. Joyner is noted for being the first American woman to create and patent a permanent hair wave machine. In addition to her career in hair care, Joyner was highly visible uh, in the African American community in Chicago. Once serving as head of the Chicago Defender Charity Network, helping organize uh, Bud Day Parade and fundraiser for various schools, y'all. Make some noise for Miss Marjorie, and I'm finna tell y'all. Yeah, she did the first hair wave machine. Hey, y'all know a lot of them singers had them hair waves and stuff back in them 60s and 70s. Y'all remember that? So let's get on into this thing with Miss Joyner. Born in 1896 in Monterey, Virginia, Joyner was the daughter of George Emerald Stamp Stewart and a teacher, and Annie Stewart. That must have been her mother. Joyner was the granddaughter of a slave and a white slave owner. Okay, so she was the granddaughter of a slave and a white slave owner. Joyner's family relocated to Dayton, Ohio in 1904, and her parents discovered 3 years later. Divorced 3 years later. And her parents divorced 3 years later. Excuse me for that. After the divorce of her parents, Joyner lived with various relatives between Ohio and Virginia. In 1912 and age 16, Joyner relocated to Chicago, Illinois, to live with her mother. After arriving to Chicago, Joyner received a certificate for uh, dramatic art and expression from Chicago Musical College in 1914. Joyner began studying cosmetology, graduating A.B. Moeller Beauty School in 1916. Became the first African American to graduate from the high school. Joyner later received her high school diploma in 1939. In 1973, at the age of 77, Joyner was awarded a bachelor's degree in psychology from Bethune Cookman College. Make some noise, y'all. All right. Shortly after graduating from the beauty school, Joyner opened her salon. Joyner later met Madam C.J. Walker, an African American beauty entrepreneur and the owner of a cosmetic empire. Joyner worked for Walker as a sales representative. I remember that in the movie, y'all. In 1920, Joyner oversaw 200 of Madam C.J. Walker beauty schools as the national advisor. Woo, that was huge. Joyner taught some 15,000 stylists and served as an instructor to coach and Walker sales representative. After her time with Walker Beauty School, Joyner served as a leader in developing new products such as her permanent wave machine. Hey, Joyner helped write the first cosmetology laws for the state of Illinois. Woo, that's huge. In the early 1940s, y'all. Uh, damn. On October the 27th, 1945, Joyner, along with renowned educator Mary McLeod Bethune and U.S. Congressman William Dawson founded a sorority and fraternity dedicated to the advancement and promotion of the beauty industry. Joyner, along with Mary McLeod Bethune, founded the United Beauty Schools Owners and Teachers Association with National Association for African American Beauticians. 40s. Joyner was the advisor to Democratic National Committee and advised New Deal agencies trying to reach out to African American women. Oh man, this lady right here was the bomb. Wow. So she was like, she came up with the first. This lady right here came up, Marjorie Joyner. She came up with the wave thing, y'all. Y'all know we already had the straightening cone, but she came up with these little things right here to put them waves in your head. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all know as black women, we got to be on point, man. We can't go out there looking. We just don't do that. You know, when we on point, y'all. So we really care about our looks and how we, do what we do. When we do what we do, we wants to look good, as black people, period, don't. So this lady right here came up with these machines, these little wave machines right here for the hair. And I was reading on how she was how she was I was reading on how she was you know she was how she came up with it. She said that she was cooking or something, some pork chop or cooking something, and she seen how the heat and something she was using was making waves in the food. And she said if she can do it with that, if she can do that with the hair, man, it's gonna be the bomb, y'all. And she came up with the wave machine. This lady right here came up with the wave machine right here. Miss Marie Joyner, this beautiful, beautiful African American sister right here, you guys came up with the wave machine. Wow. And you guys get online, check the story out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Research, research, research. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the blood that runs through our vein right here. Y'all make some noise again for Marjorie Joyner. Ladies and gentlemen. And that's how we do when we do what we do. And that's the blood that runs through our veins. We are inventors, producers, and some, y'all. We got it going on like a pot of neck bones. Yeah, we do. We stay inventing and producing, even though then a lot of our inventions, were stolen and took, they was taken away from us. and the opportunities and all that stuff, y'all. But today we're able to stand and recognize these beautiful African Americans who did the damn thing and paved the way for a lot of us, y'all. And today the blood still flow through our vein. We are the chains in the link. So you guys, we're gonna look to the future. You hear me? So this beautiful lady, African American sister, little lady blue, wanted to salute on her show. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. Get online, Wikipedia, Google, find this information out for yourself and research and share this with the children in the generations to come. Share, share, share. That's how we keep it going, y'all. We keep it going. And on that note, before we do this last fact of crap, y'all got to tell me who is this, y'all? Y'all know I do a musician salute every day. Every at the end of every show. I ain't gonna say every day, at the end of every show. Who is this, y'all? Can y'all tell me? Wait a minute, let me go back and change that. All right. And y'all want y'all to tell me who, if y'all know who these people are, these beautiful African Americans, this beautiful African American sister and brother right here. Y'all tell me who they are, because they have made history in the music. You hear me? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. That ain't what I'm looking for. Okay. Y'all got to tell me, type it in the chat if you think you know who these beautiful, this beautiful African American sister and brother is right here. Some of the baddest, because I don't just talk about, I'm talking about the music, the entertainment, I'm talking about the actors, the producers, the inventors. We talk about it all right here, y'all. If y'all know who these people is right here, before I put it in there. All right, let's take that off. I know y'all are anxious and ready to see it. Okay, let me change that. Okay, that's my what's the name. I ain't ready for y'all to do that just yet. I ain't ready for y'all to do that just yet. But if y'all know who this is, type it in the chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all know who that is? If y'all know who those beautiful, talented African Americans are right there, type it in the chat. And successful, let me say. Type that in the chat right now. Yeah, it made history. We still doing the damn thing. If y'all don't know who it is, I go ahead and tell you who that is right now. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the one and only Mr. and Mrs. Carter, should I say, Beyonce and Jay-Z. All right. And if you don't know, then you know. If you don't know who that is, let me tell you, let me read a little bit about them. And we're going to play one more fact crap question. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in. All right. Y'all ready? Just a little bit. Because this is the greatness, y'all. It's all in the music. It's all in everything we done. Okay? It ain't the one I want to read. Well, uh, let's read a good one. That ain't the one I want. Okay, we'll just read a little bit about each of them. And then y'all know they're together. It's Mr. and Mrs. Carter. Uh, Sean Corey Carter, born December 4th, 1969, known professionally as the rapper Jay-Z, is an American rapper, recorded executive in media. Uh, he is regarded as one of the most influential hip hop artists in history. Mr. Jay-Z, y'all make some noise. Mm-hmm. and his beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wife, Miss Beyonce, born September 4th, 1981 in Houston, Texas. Uh, Miss Beyonce Carter. Now she ain't knows that, she used to be known, but it's Carter. It's Carter, y'all. Because Jay Z is her husband. Y'all know that, right? Is an American singer, songwriter, and actress. Beyonce performed singing and dancing competition as a child. She rose to fame in the late 1990s as the lead singer of Destiny Child, one of the best-selling girl groups of all time. Make some noise for Beyonce, Mr. and Mrs. Carter. Yeah, yeah. So if you don't know, now you know. That's how they do, y'all. That's how, man, I'm telling you, you hear me? I ain't gotta say it, y'all already know it. All right. Thank y'all for the last crap of question. Crap, the last question of the night. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. But before we go, let's get it in. All right, because y'all don't, I got to choose y'all question right wisely. In the mid 1800s, one of the first chewing gums on the derived from resin of spruce trees. In the mid 1800s, one of the first chewing gums in the market was derived from the resin of spruce trees. Is that a fact? Is that crap, you guys? All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, that is a fact. In the mid 1800s, one of the first chewing gums of the market was derived from the resin of spruce trees. Make some noise again. Fact or crap? Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that concludes our show. And I hope everybody enjoyed it. Miss Blue Doll says she'll be coming back to tell y'all some more about some people that she wrote for and how they changed her song up, and all this type of stuff. And Sister Prophet Shaka Ross will be dropping in. We got a lot of people coming in next week, y'all. So y'all got to tune in to the show. And in order for y'all to do that, you got to go to BS.BS show. BS.BS show. You got to go to BS.BS show. Watch, like, and subscribe, y'all. Watch, like, and subscribe. If you like what I do, you're welcome to donate to my Cash App at $LLB show. Every little bit helps Lady Blue, takes her show to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to donate any little thing, thank you very much. $LLB show, y'all. And before we get out of here, Foghorn said he wanted to say something. What is it that you want to say, Foghorn? He said he wanted to say.
What's going on here? Well, don't stand there with your beak open. Say something. Explain yourself. Your tongue's flapping, but no noise is coming out of your big mouth.
Okay, Foghorn, we getting ready to go. So you just missed out. You just have to catch us next time. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all watch, like, and share. And we're gonna keep doing this thing. We're gonna do it again. So do me a favor. Y'all know what time it is. Everybody, put your L's up and say it with me. One love.